Taylor, since you were the first one out, you see the last bit of an exchange between two people standing at a lamppost. One of them looks like it was the person you saw earlier, and they just seem to nod, shake hands, and then go in other directions. But it's kind of dark, so you can't really tell exactly where they went or who it was.
What time of day is it?
It's night because y'all were at dinner, because you go practice magic after dinner. It's a Saturday night.
Is one of them headed in the direction of the garage we're going to?
No. They both split off in different directions.
Do we want to, jump them?
I want to follow one.
Well, how are we gonna... how are we gonna stay in communication?
I have my cell phone in my pocket.
Gosh, you're so right. Wow.
It's modern day, you'll have cell phones.
Okay, so question. Can divination rewind time?
That, my friend, is a 0-day skill.
I don't think so, no. I mean, you can see what might happen next, but you can't see something that's already happened, or at least not yet. You're still a teenager figuring things out.
I can't see an echo?
It depends on how high you roll, but I will allow you to try it.
Okay. I'm gonna try.
Divine the past and not the future? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Try and figure out what they were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a 6.
Oh, I got a 1.
Wait, add your craft.
Add
your craft to that.
3 plus 1 plus 1. I mean, it's still 5. But it's still not a 6. I didn't roll a 6.
Well, 5 succeeds, so you can't see the conversation that just happened. But you do get a flash of the gentleman you saw. You can't tell exactly where he is, but he appears to be on a phone with someone, and he says, yeah, she didn't seem to know anything. Gonna check in with the shifter soon.
Can I hear a name? Xanadu out?
I don't know if he's gonna quite do that. Yeah, I thought about going to the garage, but I'm pretty sure Mac's gonna be at the movie theater, so I'll check in with him there. He owes me a favor.
Okay, I'm gonna write down on my palm with a Sharpie the word Mac.
The biggest gossip in that faction. And then it kind of fades out. Not what you were going for, but you got something.
Okay, guys, I got something. Sorry. Gals, I know, I'm a hypocrite. Okay, so shoot me.
I pulled the fool straight up.
What are you trying to do?
Just make me look like a fool.
Nothing, it's just roleplay.
Okay.
You're hilarious.
Okay, so what did you see?
I heard a name called Mac. And the dude inside... No, the dude was talking about the chick inside, saying that she didn't seem to know anything. And then they were gonna head back to the garage, but then they didn't. But something about Mac, so maybe that's a name we can drop.
You knew Mac would be at the movie theater.
What?
So one of them theoretically is heading to the movie theater?
Yes.
So they split directions. One of them is going to meet Mac at the theater.
Yeah, you heard him mention, Mac should be at the theater.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I misheard completely.
Here's a question. So, craft, I have a 1 in that skill. My implement is cards. That gives me a +1.
Mm-hmm.
But then my skill is suggestion. Does that also give me a +1?
Yes, if you're using your tarot cards to suggest something, then you get a +1 for each. If you're using your tarot cards for anyone else, you just get the +1 for the tarot cards. So you only get the +1 if you're using a tarot, and you only get a +1 if you're using suggestion. But you can try other things. You just don't have as much practice.
So I want to use my cards and suggest to this person who dropped the name Mac.
Y'all don't know where he is. She got a vision of someone.
You said when I was walking out, I caught the end of an exchange.
No, that was when I was divining.
Like a couple blocks down under a street lamp, so you didn't hear it, you just saw it before they split off, and then she heard the conversation through the vision.
Can I see where any of them went?
Or do we know what theater is near?
There's one movie theater in this town. It's where y'all pretend to go.
Let's pretend, but really go to the theater.
I really want to talk to that guy, but all right, let's go to the theater.
And what are y'all doing now?
We are heading towards the theater? Is that right?
Yes.
I agree.
The movie theater is where they said that they were going, and you will remember Frankie was freaked out about something and wanted to tell you something.
Frankie, oh my gosh, what is it?
If y'all want to talk about that in the car.
On the way to the theater.
Okay, so you were talking that there was something weird about the waitress, and I looked at her, and I kept looking at her and trying to figure out how to actually see her, because I remembered there's something about, fake. One of my books said there was something about fake creatures being really good at disguising themselves, and I looked, and she was 2 feet tall and had wings, and she was actually flying.
So, like, you see this weird waitress and you immediately think, oh, that's gotta be a fae. Or whatever.
Or maybe you just see a weird waitress and, like, stare a lot?
No, because, like, you were saying things about her, and I was listening, and I was looking. I remembered I read a book about some supernatural stuff, because, gotta learn the stuff. And I remembered reading about the fake creatures, and I was just trying to find a reference of how to see through fake glamours, and I think I found the reference, because all of a sudden I saw through it, like just for a little bit, but I saw her.
How many coffees did you have?
Are you saying that, like, our waitress was an actual, fully a fairy?
Would the rest of you give me a knowledge roll?
Oh my gosh.
7.
3.
For Missy, none of this rings a bell for you.
It's just weird, man, or whatever.
But for Taylor, it just clicks in your head. Your parents have spelled out multiple times that there are fae that disguise themselves, except for they're not fairies, they're pixies. The whole time you thought it was crap, but, like, as Frankie's describing this, you're like, wait, that's exactly what the hell were my parents right about this?
For the listeners, Tay is currently doing hand gestures to match exactly what our GM is saying. And it is, mwah, chef's kiss perfect.
It's like the what the heck gif with the weird white furry whatever the hell that thing is.
What?
Where she's like, what? It's basically that gif.
I've been trying to step up my roleplay a little bit lately.
That was
beautiful.
That was great. I just wanted the listeners to know what you're doing.
I don't say anything. I just sort of, whoa, wait a sec. That makes sense silently in my head, but I don't say it.
No, come on. Like, Tay, this is like really weird and stuff, right? She's just like gone off the handle or something.
I didn't. I saw it. There was stuff in my books, and I really saw it.
Okay, fine. I won't doubt your books. I kind of doubt your sight.
Just because I need glasses.
Well, then get them. Sorry. Okay, I'll be more kind. Hang on. Channeling kindness. No, I got nothing.
I definitely believe that, but I'm trying hard not to just make the face.
Tay, you gotta be with me on this, right? This is crazy, right? Like wings. Give me a break.
Can you give me a popularity roll, Taylor, to see how convincing you are?
I'm very popular.
How good you are at convincing your friends that you're fine?
No craft, so that's just 4, flat 4.
Just popularity.
Yeah, on a 3 to 4, you can fail or ask to succeed at a cost.
I'll just fail. I'm just obviously like, that's all true, but I'm not saying it.
Missy, you glance over and you see the look on Tay's face and you're just like,
What?
all the dots just connected and the stars aligned in her head.
I think my mind just like, you know, this is this. Okay, so what the F is a shifter then?
I think they're talking shapeshifters.
Oh my goodness, gravy. Sorry, excuse me. Oh my goodness, gravy. Let's go find this Mac person at the theater, and we'll like find out what's like going on or whatever.
I agree. Everything is a question.
Well, you're getting to the point of brain space where it's just questioned everything, because the barista is a pixie?
Is that like you're saying that like the waitress was like a pixie or something like that?
I think that's true. I believe it.
I know what I saw.
Well, I don't know what you saw.
I know what I saw. I mean, I think she was 2 feet tall and like, this wild color.
That's like really short, and I had to like look up at her. Okay.
She's flying.
Can I suggest on a party member?
You are welcome to try.
I want to suggest to Missy that is accurate.
Using magic to add more oomph to the persuasion.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull an upright strength card, and I roll 3 plus craft is 4 plus cards is 1 plus suggestion is 1, so 3, 4, 5, 6.
It works.
What she's saying is accurate?
I throw up my hands. I'm like, okay.
You throw up your hands. Wait, who's driving in the car?
I'm pretty sure I am.
Frankie is driving.
Okay, good.
We're driving Frankie's beater, so Tay doesn't have to drive the van.
I don't like it because I don't like stick shifts.
That's why you don't like it. Frankie's card, it's got
An engine?
it's got a little bit of a wobble to it. It's not the smoothest of rides, but it's not a stick shift, and at least the engine isn't super, super loud.
This is making me a little dizzy.
Not that bad of a wobble.
Maybe get your alignment checked. No suggestion on that, but should be.
No actual suggestion, it's just a suggestion.
Okay, I know I need to bring it into the shop, but Dad won't pay for it until I, bring up my FIED grades.
Okay, well, this is like the perfect time, okay?
I put another quarter in the
Okay.
change tray.
What if... I get my mom to foot the bill.
No, I can.
Because then we can take it into, like, whatever the Gina's garage thing, you know? The one over there with all the shifters.
So, just to be clear, you're offering to pay again?
No, I'm offering to have my mom pay, okay?
Are we there yet?
Probably. You're like pulling into the parking lot.
Finally, gosh, all this generosity is hurting my head.
Can I, like, roll perception?
There's not a perception, but I will allow knowledge for that. Because knowledge is stuff you know, and it fits.
7 knowledge.
What are you looking for?
Sus things.
Vents for people to pop out of.
I don't know, like a limo or like
A dude looking back and forth and...
a Cadillac that's like raised 16 inches with 20-inch rims. Just weird, out of place. We're in the parking lot, so there's not much to see.
There's like a car or two where it's just they're obnoxious, but you know who's driving them. There's a car kind of in the back that's rocking a little bit. You just don't want to think about that.
I think that's Jennifer's car.
I saw too much.
It's like far away.
That's supposed to happen in the theater.
I think that's Jennifer's car, so let's just, like, keep moving and confront her with it tomorrow.
We don't have to confront anybody but Mac.
Maybe you don't.
Let's go into the theater, and Missy, I think you might need to buy us tickets.
Oh, no.
Can I suggest?
But I don't want to see a movie.
I want to suggest.
You are welcome to try.
Fumble. Got a tiny desk here. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I pull a upright chariot with 4.
Can I roll against it or something? 4 can still fail.
Or succeed at a cost.
I succeed at the cost. I want those tickets.
The card burns up.
My chariot! It's magic! I need that one.
Actually, I'm gonna say the cost is she has a chance to resist, and if she succeeds in resisting, she's gonna know exactly what you just tried.
What do I add?
I'm gonna say plus craft, because it's your witchy powers.
Plus craft. Oh my gosh.
You're buying those tickets. I can
Yeah,
tell by your
I
face
am.
you're buying our
I'm
movie
buying
tickets.
the tickets. What is with my dice going against me tonight? It was another 1.
You need a different die.
Okay, you are going under.
Put that die in jail.
You were agreeing to buy the tickets.
Die jail. That sounds like an unintentional thing that I would love my D&D characters to encounter.
Some of my dice have been in dice jail for like 2 years now. Because multiple accounts of attempted character murder.
You won't fail me, right?
Die jail is just regular jail, except they don't feed you.
Okay.
Wow, that got weird and dark. Never mind. Let's go to the movie theater.
I pay for the tickets with some money my mom gave me for allowance. I have $12 left.
Oh, wait. Do we start out with money?
I don't know.
That's her allowance.
You're just saying you have $12 left because you don't want to keep paying for things.
You are not wrong.
You're 16, 17, 18 years old. You have money on you. It might not be a lot of money.
I don't have a job or anything.
It's enough for movie tickets. You got a couple 20s in there, probably.
No, I don't. Every once in a while, I fill in for my mom's mind reading job. I was surprised that someone so young, and so she has to like come out, and so I get a 20 from the gig. But like your coffee, oh my goodness, it just
My $4.99 coffee.
yeah, that's like $5, man. And you gave me a quarter and a quarter toward mechanic fees.
So $4.75. You're whining about that? It's half of the cost of one movie ticket?
What? No, I got 3 movie tickets and I got 3 people's worth of food. Okay.
What movie are we seeing? We don't even know where Mac is.
It's true.
We don't need to know. We just need to get the tickets and then enter the theater area and then look for Mac.
We'll go to the arcade.
Can everyone roll plus knowledge to see if any of you know who Mac is?
We know that Mac is somebody.
Since I claim to have dropped my car off at that garage once, maybe I know who Mac is.
You can roll with advantage then.
One of you could divine who Mac is or what theater they're in.
Well, let's see if knowledge works first.
8.
6.
How did you get 8? I got 7.
I got a 5 with 3 knowledge.
I got a 4 with 3 knowledge.
I am extremely smart.
Choose a different die.
I got a 5 with 1 knowledge.
I think I know where Mac is.
You all know who Mac is.
Can I try and use divination as well to see where he will come out?
Yes. You all know who he is. 2 of you know him from the movie theater. Frankie, you remember he was one of the people who helped in the garage. Actually, I think maybe like you chatted with him while waiting for something to get done with your car.
Was he cute?
I'm gonna roll a d6. And if it's above a 4, yes. It's a 1, so no.
Frankie, do you know what he looks like? Or should I like...
I mean, he's not bad looking, but
With a 1, he's not bad looking.
he's rather nondescript.
He doesn't have the most exciting of faces.
That doesn't tell me very much.
Average Mac. I'm going to call him Average Mac from now on.
I'd recognize him if I saw him. It's just...
Are you sure, though?
Yes, I talked to him.
I'd recognize him if I saw him as such a...
Well, when you're looking for a guy with like short brown hair, brown eyes, average height,
Ooh, that's a lot of people.
It's hard to describe him and make him sound unique. I'd recognize him.
Maybe for you.
Well, I got like the highest knowledge. Do I know Mac?
yeah, you all have likely interacted with him at some point. Yes, since everyone got a 6 or higher, you know him. You know what he looks like.
Mac has hazel eyes.
And his hair, I would say, is more like an auburn.
You can still roll divination to figure out where he is.
A couple of the theaters near our house have 2 hallways. 1 through 6 is that way. 7 through 10 is that, or whatever, you know? And so which hallway, which movie he's coming out of, maybe, so I know which crowd to search for?
Are you trying to divine where he is going to be in the next, like, few minutes? So you can at least know where to look for him.
Yeah. Can I do that?
Yeah. Go for it.
Oh my gosh.
Also, I'm curious, what does it look like as you're defining with your crystals?
I'm looking at my ticket. I'm looking up at the, what are they called? Leaderboards? No, that's the wrong thing to say.
The show listings.
The show listings. I'm comparing my ticket down the list to the show listings that have already started. No, to all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing, and I'm holding a crystal in my other hand. And I blow on it, I go, and I see which one lights up in my eyes on the ticket list.
Wait, we bought movie tickets, right?
Yeah.
What movie are we seeing?
Planet of the Apes 3.
I love that you just had that in your head.
Yes. What did you get on that roll?
3 + 1 + 1 + craft?
That's a success. I don't feel like doing that math.
It's 10.
You can see exactly where he's going to be. And it's going to be on the right-hand side. And also you can see if you time it just right, you can walk up to him as the other person is leaving.
Dude, he's coming from the new Batman movie. It's over to the right. Let's go this way.
Can I use suggestion to get this guy to stop and talk to us?
If y'all get there before the mysterious stranger walks away, because you have to kind of fight through the crowd.
Okay. I put my hands on Frankie. I say, Frankie, you better pick him out.
You guys all know what he looks like. You've all met him and spoken to him before, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I got a 7. I super know what this guy looks like.
You got an 8. I got a 7.
Hazel eyes, not brown.
And auburn hair, not brown.
Taylor's partied with this guy before.
Oh boy. Partied, huh?
Yeah.
I pull a reversed moon, which suggests a release of fear, repressed emotion, and inner confusion. So it should be like kind of befuddling. But my suggestion is stop and talk to us because it's weird.
And I stand in the middle of the hallway like this.
Ooh, I got a 5 + 1 + 1 + 1. 5, 6, 7, 8.
You succeed. You did forget to ask if he was actually still in the hallway when y'all got there. But I rolled a d6 to see if he would still be in the hallway, and I got a 6. So as you walk up, they're still in the middle of a conversation.
Holy cow.
So you do that. He's like, who are you?
I just walk up with the reversed moon and I'm like, my name is Taylor and I think we have some business.
I don't remember.
You're Mac, right?
He's Mac. I'm John.
I'm sorry, you're John. He's Mac. That's my mistake.
Hey, John.
Because you were doing that to the person that was about to leave, right?
I was trying to talk to Mac.
Medium build, brown hair. Sorry, auburn hair.
And the vision, Mac was going to stay where he was, but you got there as the stranger was still talking to him. So I assumed you were casting that on the stranger.
No, I was trying to talk to Mac. So Mac is talking to a stranger in the hallway?
He's talking to the guy you saw in the booth.
Okay, they're both there.
Yes.
Okay, so I have the reversed moon just in my hand, and I address Mac, saying, I think we have business.
I'd like to follow the stranger if the stranger moves away.
The stranger does start to step away. He's like, oh, we'll talk later, Mac. Just give me a call. Yeah, I will. See you later, Don. What can I do for you, Taylor?
I'm sorry, what?
We're sticking with Mac at the moment.
Can I also suggest to the guy who's walking away to give me his cell phone number?
You are welcome to roll that, but I think that's going to be a disadvantage because you are a 17-year-old girl asking. How do you ask?
Asking a grown man for his number.
Maybe I can get it. I did ask in a sultry tone.
But I have good crafting with my cards. I pull a reversed moon and... Oh, nat 6 plus like 3. So 9. Can I have your cell phone number?
For a second, he's confused by this. Then you notice his eyes seem to lock onto the card.
He should be confused because it's reversed moon is release of fear, inner confusion, what's going on. He should definitely give me that with a 9.
You didn't let me finish the sentence. His eyes lock onto the card, and he recognizes something about the card. He's like, oh, yeah, sure. And he pulls out a business card, and it says he's an antique dealer named John. I need a last name. 1 second.
Johnson.
No.
Jackson.
John McNeil. Like, yeah. Here you go.
McLean. Sorry.
No.
Oh, wow. We don't need any
Brilliant.
more references from you right now.
That was amazing.
I use the card to, like, give it a little salute and just stick it in a pocket if I have one.
As he starts to walk away, I was like, if you notice anything weird going on tonight or get any trouble popping up, just give me a call.
Will do.
And he's gonna walk out if no one stops him.
Thank you.
I follow him.
Ooh.
Are you being sneaky about it?
No. I go up and I link my arm. I have my coat draped over one hand. Oh, other side, sorry. I'm right-handed. I have my coat draped over one hand. I link arms with him. And I take my knuckles like this and I stick them into his ribs.
Whoa.
Can I help you?
I just nice talked him into, like, giving me his business card, and you're, like, hard knuckling his ribs right now?
Pretending it's a gun.
I feel like she should have to suggest for that.
Roll plus popularity. It's your ability to influence people.
Oh no. 4 straight.
You
I take it with whatever.
Do you want to fail?
Succeed with the cost.
Do you have 0 popularity right now?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. I have this person's business card. They said I could call them if there was trouble. What are you doing?
Hey man, just keep walking if you want it to look natural, okay? This is just like...
I'm doing that mad dog thing again where I'm just like,
I don't see you. My back is turned to you.
I know, but
If Frankie sees it, I don't know what's going on.
Missy, as you hard knuckle and convince this person that you are holding a gun to his ribs, you just feel this weird tingle passing over you that feels almost like magic, except for you're not exactly sure what it's doing.
That's where...
you have done something bad. So now that party is split, Missy is walking away. I'm standing with Frankie in front of Mac right now.
Yeah. What are y'all doing? While Misty is attempting to kidnap somebody.
I'm not attempting to kidnap. I'm gonna get information from him.
Well, I could have just texted him instead of you making knuckle guns.
I didn't know you got his number.
Frankie, what are you doing as all this is going on?
I'm in for the information, and I'm gonna be like, "Hi, Mac. Remember me, the one with the jalopy?"
Oh, yeah, how's your car doing, by the way? Was that fix able to take care of the problem?
Yeah, but I think my alignment's off now.
Yeah, that tends to happen a lot with those cars. Just bring it down by the shop. You can get it taken care of.
Yeah.
So what are y'all doing here?
Oh, we overheard something between, I think it was that guy that you were talking to just now, and Terry at the burger place. You know, Terry, the barista at the burger place. It's really fancy them having a barista. Anyway, but
She was a waitress.
Can I just interrupt?
I don't know, can you?
Yeah? Taylor can interrupt or interject.
I just want to just spit out. Terry told us that you and John McNeil might be at the theater. I got John's number now, but I'm really interested in talking to you about some shifter activity that we've noticed lately. And I'm just like, I have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's keywords, and I'm hoping it gets me somewhere.
Roll plus popularity.
Popularity. Oh, it's always popularity.
I'm very popular. 6.
That's weird. Things have been pretty calm in the shifter community. Also, I didn't know you knew about us.
It's a recent development.
It's been kind of something we've been hard clued into lately, and mostly we're just information gathering right now. It's harmless. Can I suggest with that?
Yeah,
Just suggesting with everything, ain't ya?
he's just a very suggestive person.
Magic. 6.
So what are you trying to suggest?
It's harmless. Information gathering, we're harmless.
Well, like I said, things have been pretty calm in the shifter community. There's some weird stuff going on with the Vance. I'm not sure what's going on there. Something about like a missing artifact that's causing issues. That's what Mac was talking about. He's got a friend that was hired to take care of it before the normies start noticing.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you just say that's something Mac was talking about?
It's something that John had said.
Okay, I'm talking to Mac right now. Right.
Yes, John is the one that is being...
Knuckle gunned right now.
Yeah.
Should we skip to that?
As you learn of something to do with vampires were mentioned, so do with that what you will. Do you know what you're doing, Rick?
Missy pushes John up against a wall. It's like sideways, right? With my shoulder into his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm shorter, so it's kind of into his armpit. I have my knuckle gun into his ribs, and I say, "Hey, John, this thing will go off if you don't tell me the truth. Okay? And you don't actually have to say anything, so... You know, your shifter boss or whatever won't actually have to know anything, so just hold still." And I take my left hand, I take a crystal, and I push it up against his forehead, and I'd like to try mind reading with crystals.
Go for it.
Oh, so we can actually do any skill with our crafting implement?
You can do any skill with any implement. You only get a bonus if you're using the skill you chose and the implement you chose.
Okay, so if I did mind reading with cards, I would get +1, but suggestion with cards is +2.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great. Learning engines.
Plus craft +1, because I'm using crystals. And that's 9.
That sounds like a 6 on the die.
What?
That's a 5 plus a 4.
Yeah, but how'd you get...
5 on the die. 3 craft. 1 crystal.
Wow. Shoot. You see this guy's whole entire life flash before your eyes. I'm sorry.
You get several things at once. The first thing is with the spell he just cast, he knows you don't have a gun.
Oh.
Good one.
But he also doesn't get the feeling you have anything that is threatening. He's very confused. He isn't working for the shifters. He's friends with the shifters. He's done jobs for them before, but John McNeil does not report to the shifters. He is more of a private freelancer kind of person. He mostly deals in antiquities. But a friend of his who recently came into town, who is... You get a picture of a stage magician, which is weird. She was hired to take care of a problem that could be pretty bad because something is messing with the vampires in the town, and it's making them behave strangely, and they need to find what's causing it and find a way to either deactivate or destroy whatever this thing is before the normal people notice.
Okay.
Also, he didn't realize that there were some young street magicians, and he's wondering if maybe you don't know yet. Because you definitely seem like you don't know what you're doing.
So I take my crystal from his forehead and I go, oh. And I walk away.
I look at my business card and I send a text that just says, sorry about my friend.
You sure you're willing to admit you're my friend?
Aww.
Because now I know about vampires.
As you start to walk away, he's like, do you know what's going... How are you new here?
I've been here for 17 years, pal. How long have you been here?
You know, Fanana, you don't know about a lot, do you?
I know more than you think I do. Whatever, I got my knowledge. Vampire shifters, you don't work for the shifters. It's just like, you know what? It's just John McNeil. Just go about your business now. Or whatever.
You are so rude.
He looks concerned, but it's like he's concerned for you. I promise I'm not trying to sound condescending, but maybe don't get involved in this. You might end up over your head.
Mm-hmm.
The knuckle guns trick only works for about 5 seconds.
Well, then next time maybe I'll get a real gun, okay? Would that fool you?
Kid, you have no idea.
Probably, but that's kind of like what I deal with, okay?
He's gonna hand you his business card. If you have questions about whatever it is you just saw, you can call me and I can get you in touch with someone who can help.
Yeah, sure. I fold it up into fours and I stick it in my mouth and start chewing on it.
Wow. It's okay, I have a spare.
As soon as I turn around, I pull it out and unfold it and try and dry it off.
Just a power move. Wow.
He looks like he's about to say something, but a car pulls up and honks the horn at him, and he just
Ooh.
go home, please. Don't get into this.
Yes, sir.
Wait. I want to acknowledge that car.
You're not there.
You are still in the building.
Yeah, we're still talking to Mac.
So Missy fully left the building?
That's what I'm picturing.
I thought you were still in the hall.
Okay, listen. Robbie,
Okay.
Dollar Theater, okay?
Okay.
Whoop. This is where you are. This is where I am, following him to the outside door, and he just left. You guys are still over here with Mac.
So you're outside the exit door?
No, I'm inside the exit door. He just left.
He just went outside the exit door.
Oh, I pictured you waited till you were outside to just kind of pin him against the wall, so it didn't look like you were
No.
threatening him in a building full of people.
No, I was
Oh.
trying to be sexy.
In the middle of a movie theater.
But they know that a car pulled up.
If they're right next to the door, then it's possible there's parking lot right there and
Okay, fine. I went outside the door.
Yeah, a car pulls up. He's like, kid, just stay home, please. Don't go digging into the...
Can I roll memory on the license plate?
From inside a lighted theater to a darkened street, I don't think you're gonna see it very well. Sorry.
I had a gun.
License plates are supposed to be lit from the back. I have a gun. It's a
I stuck it in his ribs. How can you tell the difference?
you can. He did.
Whatever.
roll plus knowledge
Okay.
to see if you can, how well you're able to remember the license plate.
This is already super wild.
It's a 4.
Take the consequence. Getting a digit wrong.
Yeah. I'm going to take the cost.
You think you got it, but you're not entirely sure and you can't remember what state it's from.
I can work with that. Do I have the numbers? I'm just going to write down a bunch of random things.
We could just say that you know it. You are able to write down what you think is the license plate.
Okay, I wrote down what I thought was the license plate, and then I'll Google it to see what state it's from.
So, back in the building.
I'm talking to Mac with Frankie.
He mentioned there was something weird going on with the vampires, and that's what John was just been talking about, but
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Oh, that reminds me, he pulls out a phone and shoots out a text message. Need to ask my boss.
So, Mac, you've been talking about the vamps having a problem that they need to solve. Is it something that might get them revealed, do you know? Or do you know anything about the nature of the problem? And can I suggest?
He's already pretty chill about it. I think you've convinced him that you kind of know what's going on. You haven't said anything that blatantly says you don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, yeah, alright.
You also convinced him that we're harmless in our information gathering.
That's true. I was just wondering if I rolled really high on suggestion, would it get me something extra? But at this point, it sounds like kind of no. So I just asked, what do you know about what's going on? Is this something that vampires are, like, really worried about?
I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I've heard things and some of my friends over in that faction talking about, like, just not feeling well and something kind of messing with their mind. But I'm not really sure what's going on. This is the first I've heard about something being missing, but sounds like it could lead to a very awkward realization for some normies. And you know that would just be very messy.
We know that would be very messy. Indeed, blatant lie.
We heard something about an artifact. I've been reading some books about artifacts. Did you hear anything about what it was?
And John was asking about that. I don't know if he knows what it is, but he seemed to be under the impression it's something that messes with their minds. It might have been something way old that people used to, like, scare vamps away or whatever. I don't know. Not my area of expertise. John might know more, though, but I think he's still pretty new to the situation, too.
To be completely fair, we're asking for information because we are not super aware either. Do you want to give me your number and maybe we can share information?
Sounds like some of the magicians have it under control. If it continues to be a problem, we've got a chain of command in line to get things taken care of. Don't think y'all are quite ready yet for all of that mess.
I yell from outside the locked door of the, how dare you! No, I'm just...
So he sounds like he doesn't want to really communicate. Is that what I'm getting?
You get the vibe of he's like,
It's handled.
both that's under control, and like he looks like he's about like the same age as you, but you're definitely getting the kind of vibe you sometimes get from your parents of, yeah, kid, you're not quite old enough to deal with this yet. You don't want to get in this mess. Just leave it be.
Okay, so you don't want help?
We've got it taken care of. Well, I'm assuming. I don't know who else John's calling it, but he knows a lot of people and has a lot of favors out.
Alright. Well, thank you for your time. I hope we meet again. And I just give like a little weird bow, awkwardly. And I want to try to pull Frankie away to like indicate this conversation is over.
Because Frankie looks like she's about ready to ask a million questions that are completely unrelated to the topic at hand.
Yeah. So are y'all going out to join Missy?
I'm outside the door going like this.
Waving.
I walk real slow, and on my way, can I text John?
You absolutely can. What are you going to text him?
I want to text him, here to help, clue us in. Vamps being a problem? Question mark? That's it.
There isn't a response. At least not now. Not yet.
Okay, I wait. I'll just walk outside then.
Dragging Frankie along.
Slowly.
He's a grown-up. He's one of the adults. You can't expect him to just have his phone on him all the time. I mean, their thumbs move so slow.
Are you outside now?
What's the point of having a phone if you don't use it, especially in emergencies? And then we walk out.
What were you talking about? Were you talking about me? I know you were talking about me. Did you hear about the vampires? Oh my goodness, I heard about vampires. There were vampires everywhere. There are vampires in this.
And pixies and shifters and who knows what else.
Right? This is so weird. So, okay. I propose. So, like, oh, these words hurt. They feel like vomit. Sleep over. Sleep.
I want to go see Planet of the Apes 3. We're only like 15 minutes late.
I mean, yeah, duh. I mean, the previews just ended, but like, okay, so sleep over at Frankie's house, and we like go to the garage in the morning with like all of our information or whatever.
So, John works at the garage, or does Mac?
Mac sometimes works at the garage. John, he's an antique dealer, an antique shop.
And then Gina?
Gina is the manager of the garage.
I'm going to suddenly start just patting at Tay's arm just really, really fast. You know, like I suddenly clearly have an idea. Hey, Tay, could you maybe convince my dad to pay for the alignment on my car to get fixed?
Oh, please. Oh, please, please, please.
Maybe you can convince him that, you know, just waiting for me to get my head grades up, maybe there's no point to it.
So, Missy, you said you had $12 left?
For today?
But it's tomorrow now.
Not yet.
I roll to suggest that Missy pay for it. That's gonna be my... Wow.
It being tomorrow has absolutely no impact on how much cash she has in her pocket.
I have $12 left right now.
An alignment is gonna cost like hundreds.
100.
And it's gonna take like half a day.
Depends on where we go.
Depends on the car and how bad it is.
You're right. If we're going like this, yeah, it's gonna cost quite a bit.
Okay. I'll suggest to your dad that we get this fixed.
Me too.
As you're in the car, y'all get to a red light, and Frankie, you get that sense that you always get when there's a new note card in your book.
Oh, I can't check it while I'm driving.
You're at a red light.
Oh, watch the light for me, watch the light.
I'll tell you when it's green, okay?
I'll watch the light for you.
No, I will. I'll watch. It's green. Just kidding.
Oh, don't do that.
Neither of us decided to tell Frankie when the light is green.
So here I am, foot hard on the brake so I can get my book and find the card.
As you pull out the card, it's telling you. So there's a parking garage you'll like to practice at, and the note is saying to go to the parking garage, 3rd floor, and to grab an artifact.
Oh. Okay. Hold my book. I'm just shoving it to...
It's green.
Oh, I'm just throwing my book at whoever's in the passenger seat so I can get back to driving. Both hands on the wheels, like really nervous.
That's Tay.
It's turning red as you're in the crosswalk.
It's been green. Sorry, I thought you were looking.
I had to read the notes.
So it's late at night right now. It's got to be like 10, 11?
It's like 9 or 10.
Okay.
Frankie, are you following the note?
Yeah, I do have a little bit of money for, emergencies, so I'll probably use it toward the parking.
No one uses that parking garage anymore.
Oh, well then in that case, I'm keeping my money.
Yeah, so y'all definitely notice that Frankie is not driving to her house. She is driving towards that parking garage y'all tend to practice in.
Frankie.
After throwing a book at one of us.
Yeah, none of you saw the note card though. It vanished.
That was a turn. You should have gone straight. What?
No, we gotta go to the garage.
Is it one of your little notes again?
Yes.
Fine. I will accept orders from your little notes as soon as I know. Calmness.
Ooh, doesn't think there's pixies, doesn't think, uses finger guns, doesn't want to go explore.
I learned there was vampires, didn't I?
Wow. I couldn't have got that from a text message from a business card I talked my way into getting.
He still hasn't given you any information, by the way.
Cards.
Ooh.
Tarot cards. Excuse me.
Oh, well, at least mine isn't chewed up.
Shut up.
I could just drop you off if you don't want to come with me.
No, I want to come with you. You're my friend. I'm going to support you. No, I'm going to support her more.
You should kick her out? Just do your thing. Just do your thing, Frankie. Just let's go to the garage.
I'm following. Let's
Okay.
go.
Sorry.
You're driving, so we're going where you're going.
As Frankie is driving away, the book fell to where it was like open where both of you could see it, and we're gonna end with you seeing a note materializing saying, "Be careful."
Ooh.
And now we're following magic notes now.
My eyes are on the road. I can't see the note.
Well, good.
You are so cynical.
Only because I've been hurt so much.
Ooh. 17 years you've been here and so much hurt.
Dude, your mom's not a fortune teller. Okay, I'm sorry. Gal. I did him again. I'm such a hypocrite.
At least my parents have money.
Come on, you two, stop fighting.
You should have paid for dinner then, and your extra large coffee, and the alignment, and the.
I put another quarter in the change tray.
A Touch of Magic is a tabletop game set in the world of the Graveyard Tapes and run by Brianna Jean. The system used is Basic Witches, a 2-page indie TTRPG designed by Alicia Furness. The players include Angela Dumalog, Robin, Rick the Whitebird, and Dustin Gray. Production assistance by Brianna Jean and Robin.